Hey everybody, what's up? Live again. Cool. So quick sound test. Checkity check. Cool. Check. Sound test. Checkity check. Cool. Sounds good. On YouTube. Check. Beep. Cool. With that, live again. Was I live last week? Not sure. But I'm live now. That's what matters. Yeah, can't wait to go into sketching some hands and maybe even animate the one or other finger. Let's see. Never animated hands properly. And also, I think so. I did a lot of fundamental studies, anatomy, learn the muscles, how are the muscles connected to the bones, how to sketch the body in perspective, and so on, and all these studies you can do. But I almost, I think I skipped hands in the last years. So I thought today maybe is a good point to tackle that subject. I feel like with hands, you can express a lot of emotions with hand. And at some point, you have also to face a little bit the things that are challenging for you. And that's a little bit the plan for today. Right now, it's 7 p.m. I think I'm going to stream around 1 hour. Let's see. But yeah, that's a little bit the plan for today. Yeah. Cool, everyone who's joining. In the process, let me know if you have any questions. And with that, I would say let's start in. Yeah. Hello, Cherry. Cool that you're joining again. Today we're sketching a couple of hands and maybe even animating or animation in the next one. Let's see. But I would say with that, we're going to animating a couple of hands. So let's see. So I did already started a little bit. Yeah, hands scary, super scary. So couple of studies here. And if you don't know yet, Taco, amazing reference. Like here's amazing breakdowns of the human body, of hands, of all kind of body features. So I feel like to do some studies from Taco will be very beneficial and very helpful. So we're doing that a little bit, and then maybe even animate the one or other hand. Let's see how much time we have today, and what we can finish. So I started here a little bit, couple of hand rough sketches. Then I cleaned it up a little bit and see, okay, I have so much more work to do. Then this one a little bit rough. First a little bit like set it in perspective. Then went over and see, okay, a lot of mistakes. Corrected the mistakes a little bit. Corrected the mistakes even a little bit more. And then try to clean it up and see how it looks. I still can see a lot of mistakes, but that's the process. That's so fun. Just go in, practice, and get step by step better. So that's a little bit what we're going to do, and also fun if you play it like that. Looks fun. That's a little bit the plan. Have fun with hands. I think there's a reason why I skipped sketching hands so often. Because it's a little bit, you have to concentrate, you have to focus, and you also see, I feel like it's not so forgiving. You see immediately if you make any mistakes. So that's a little pain, but you just have to push through it. How it's for you, any one of you who did like hand studies and has some tips or feels similar. Hello, Asset Goku. A lot of emojis, cool hands. let's see how the session today is going to look like. But yeah, at some point you have to start. And I try also to keep it simple in terms of shapes. And something is, for example, if we have this reference here on the left top, I feel like also then even if you're not too familiar with the shape, to bring it in perspective or yeah, try to sketch it from another angle, I feel like is also always helpful. And yeah, let's have fun sketching here a couple of hands. So super simplified here. Feels almost like ice cream you can buy, where you have here chocolate, and here you have some vanilla or something. But yeah. Okay, let's do the other one here with a little angle at it, and even let's see if we can even simplify it more. I think this is something, the shape here that are we going to sketch often, that builds a little bit the main structure of the hand. That. And also like the impact frame studies and animations we did the last time were also super fun. So I started to publish like every month one longer YouTube video. So this going also to be the plan. So I'm already like have the streams here. Then the stream highlights you may be familiar with that I'm sharing, for example, on Instagram. And now this year, what's also coming as an extra is longer YouTube videos. Where I take a little bit more time to explore certain subjects or topics. And the next YouTube video also will be about impact frames. So we explored that in the streams, but in the next video I'm going to, in the next YouTube video I'm going to break that down even more. And yeah, put together a nice little video on how impact frames are animated, what different kind of impact frames are out there. So just, if you want anything else covered in that, just let me know. Because right now I am brainstorming a little bit on how the video will be set up, just as information. Cherry's thinking about if going to sleep or not. I would say don't go in bed too late, because sleep is the most important thing, and everything else is built on that. But yeah, maybe you stay just a couple of minutes, and then you go to bed and enjoy your sleep. And then the cool thing is you already can watch the stream also later or the next day or whenever you have time. So no pressure. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hello everyone who's joining. And I think, so now a little bit in the streams will be the focus hands, but so the next, as I mentioned, is a YouTube video will be on impact frames. But so this will be the video for March. But then after that, I think I will do little bit longer YouTube video on how to animate hands. So this is going to be a little bit the kickoff, the start. Yeah, have a good night, Cherry. Cool that you're joining, or that you joined a couple of minutes. Thank you. And yeah, as I said, you can already check the stream. Also, I will leave it on YouTube if you're interested. So yeah, the next or then the YouTube video in April probably will be on hands. So yeah. And something I just started to set it up yesterday. It's like a little Patreon channel. So as I'm going to bring it more to life and fill it with content, like from now on. And this will going to be also a little bit like if I'm doing a longer YouTube video, then there you will find, for example, impact frames, extra material. I will share the open files, so everyone who's interested to go a little bit more deeper or to have extra learning material, I try to give as most possible value there as I can, to addition to the streams here, just for me to see, like, in the long run, this is something next to my full-time job, where can this bring more and more into the center of my life to maybe live from it at someday. So everyone who's interested, check it out. Yeah. And also if you have feedback or that, let me know. But I think it's a cool thing for everyone who just want to support the videos here, the streams, or everyone who wants extra material, to have like a Patreon where I can also take a little bit more time to answer questions. And for everyone who wants to go to a little bit more deeper with animation subjects. Okay, the hands here. So I'm super loose right now. Just trying, I think, trying to get like, or yeah, slowly in the flow of what's important when animating hands. So I think the more you sketch here, the easier you will get, and the more you will see also that your own mistakes you're making. Let me know already if you have any question, also other related than hands, also like impact frames, anatomy, whatever. And so I can see if I can answer them here or one of the next streams. Yeah. So let me do one. So I'm also doing maybe now like a little exploration here. Just from my head. Maybe like that. Cool. So I'm just sketching or bringing in perspective this relationship. Yeah. Hamish Bala is asking how to draw 3/4 body pose with mannequins. So general, if you haven't checked out yet, Lewis has great examples on that. But I would say, I would like have to look like the technical, like the proper technical steps on that. But what's helping is like first, like to sketch the human body, just from the front of the basic mannequin. So to get familiar with that, super sketch out yet, like that. So sketch it from the front, like that. Doo-doo-doo-doo. So I would say that's step 1. Then you could say, okay, step 2 maybe is from the side. And Loomis also has like great ways on measure these. So where are the main measure points for the body? So for example, this arm is going here, here. So you have rough alignments where certain joints edge, where does the hip start. So this would be step 2, just roughly now. So front, then from the side, and then you could bring it in 3/4. And so you have a mixture a little bit of these. And I would like now sketch it like that. And so what's helpful is also when sketching a face or something else is to bring the center line in the position where you want to have the angle. For example, 3/4 like that. So you have it not here, like where we set here in the middle, but you wanted to push it a little bit to that side. And then it's similar like here. Just you have the center line a little bit more to the side, and the same thing also goes for the face. So you want to also bring it here. And then work with ellipses. I feel like ellipsis helps a lot to, yeah, have a certain angle in it. And then you're just sketching your figure out. This is now super fast demonstrated. But yeah, in general, that's how you bring like an angle to your rib cage. And you can practice that just with the rib cage. Just take the rib cage here, sketch the angle in, use ellipses here. This is a joint, simplify it. Also ellipses here for the neck, then the head, like that. And then ellipses here for the hip. And yeah, as I said, check out the work from Loomis. And sometimes even it's also a cool thing to just do it with straight shapes. For example, like this. So you have a little bit variety in it, but the principle stays the same. Where you, how you sketch your elements in. Like that. Maybe even the angle here is not enough, so to fix it. But yeah, I feel like using ellipses helps you a lot to set like the basic perspective. Yeah. I hope that helps a little bit. And then you can also start to add muscles on top. Just as a little introduction. But you saw 3/4 torso mannequins form the box torso are very tilt. So yeah, I'm not sure like if you would say like 3/4 without any perspective, or if you want perspective in it. So having no perspective maybe it's a little bit more, you have a couple more of constraints. So yeah, you can also try to keep everything straight, but I feel like the principles still apply. So you just make sure, like on this part here, 3/4, things here will be a little bit shorter, and here things will be a little bit wider. Because like if you're seeing the body here, if I'm rotating like this part now is more dominant and or like more facing the camera, so you have more space here, and this part here will get a little bit shorter. I think that is a little bit the key in 3/4 view. All right, but yeah, good question. I will also check out Loomis and let me come back to it. If I have any more key things to it. Okay, back to hands. Animating hands. Let me open up another reference here. Ooh, that's also cool. The finger here. And even like saying 3/4, also like I'm having the reference from Taco here open. Check out the Instagram channel from Taco, however you pronounce the name. I'm 100% sure he will have great breakdowns on that also. So yeah, I feel like you can learn almost everything on anatomy there. Always great breakdowns. So these are super helpful. Okay, let's sketch here. Yeah, it's also cool. Yeah, the level of detail here. You can go in when animating or sketching hands first. Also just the fingers, how are they set up. And yeah, what I'm do or what's cool is also to do studies to really sketch fingers, the hands from different angles. So you're starting a little bit to fill up your visual library. So first you use reference, but then, for example, for the finger, you can start to sketch it from different kinds of angles from imagination. A little bit the things that Kim Young-ji also shows in his demos or showed in his demos. Yeah. So we have this here, and this is made of simple blocks, so we can then also start to sketch it from different angles. And to help a little bit our brain to learn how these things here are set up. With that, we can like way more easily save information that we are taking. Like if we always changing things from different sides. This is super helpful. So not to just copy the reference, but to sketch it from different angles. This is a crucial step. With that, you will have a way more easier time to save information you're learning. And then just play on, what's working for you, what's not. And have fun. Even like also for me right now, when you haven't sketched so many hands before, So you will make way more mistakes in the beginning. But that's okay. It's just like a normal part of the process. Cool. Let's go to the next one. Let's see. Maybe this one here. And time is flying again. So yeah, already almost 30 minutes sketching. The time is flying. And I like these like visual breakdowns here, these yellow breakdowns. Helps a little bit to set the focus on each sketch. Cool, 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 cool. And yeah, the reference, like you don't have to copy it one to one. It's a little bit more about getting slowly a better feeling on sketching hands. And then when you do more studies and drawings, you can then take a little bit more the time to be more precise. Or also look at your sketches of the next day or a couple of hours later, and you already see a lot more mistakes than when you were at it. So you want to find a good balance while sketching of keeping the flow up and don't stop like every other minute because you see mistakes. Just make corrections as you go or for the next sketch, but don't be in that sketch and make always like corrections and erase and sketch new. You can do that. That's a little bit another kind of studying. Or especially when you want to bring one of these sketches a little bit more to a finished state, but then you can also just go on top and with that correct mistakes. But yeah, also there's no right or wrong. Everyone has a little bit different preferences on how to sketch and learn things. But yeah, I feel like still what's important is to have for a couple of minutes a good flow of sketching and don't think too much about your mistakes and try to focus on the shapes and how the hand, for example, in this case here is built, the other different elements. Yeah. Thank you, Hamish. Why are you preparing for becoming a 2D animator? So that's a good question. Also, yeah, for like the first thing, because just it's fun. Without any goal. It's just one of my biggest passion to just sketch and animate. And on the second, yeah, I feel like it brings me a lot of joy. So I wanted to do it more, if that makes sense. And yeah, for the goal or why or how I define myself. So I'm working already as an art director in advertising full time. So I also would have to see at some point how I'm going to balance it. So yeah, I still like my full-time job, like my art direction job. So I don't want to quit that. So I just have to see in the next years how much time or yeah, how I balance the whole 2D animation thing and also art direction things. But I'm going to do it step by step, see what comes. A lot of times in life happens things you don't plan. So yeah, just having fun, animating, maybe doing my own little animations, short animation, maybe freelance in animation or an anime company. Open to a lot of things, but I take it step by step. and yeah, just following what's fun for me, my passion, and also like sharing everything that I'm doing here, creating content around it, um, talking with you guys, be it here in the stream through comments or whatever. Yeah, that's a little bit the thing right now. And you're asking, please tell me if I practice drawing and animation 10 hours per day for 6 months, can I become good animation like Japanese? Okay, the one question before was from Asad Goku, and now the question is from Asad Harushpal. So I would say drawing animation 10 hours per day. So the first thing is would say I wouldn't recommend you to draw and animate 10 hours per day, because like you have to find I think what's important is to find a balance, and also it won't be so healthy for you to focus on one thing so much. Like you maybe you can have some days that are like 10 hours per day, but I wouldn't do it like every day, or like at least take some times off in the week. So what's more important is to keep up the regular practice and have the regular practice if you want to do it professional at some time over years, consistent. Not like 6 months won't be enough. Because then also, like if you want to work in this space, you also have to then do the work and at a company or freelance, for example, that will also have or have to be long hours you have to work there. So go a little bit more slowly, experiment, learn, then also have fun. Like you only live one time. Have fun animating, see what's fun for you, what not. Maybe even 3D is something you would like, and then try to incorporate like in a healthy way into your life. So you can have more intense session or intense weeks, but try to have a good balance, and also you have to see it in the long run. Take care of your body, eat healthy food, sleep well, because at the end, sure, it's like it's a job or like your passion, but there are also other beautiful things in life, like spending time with your family, with your friends, or whatever. So, yeah, find a good balance. And then, if you have no experience, it will take you at least, I would say, 2 to 3 years to work in that field. But it depends then on how much you practice. Yeah. And if you have already built up solid drawing fundamentals, it can be faster. And then also depends like in which field of animation you want to work in. But and also a good important thing is to get feedback on the things you're doing. So don't do everything alone. Sometimes we like there are so many things you can learn. To have an outside perspective is super valuable and crucial. I hope that makes sense. And enjoy the journey. I mean, you have to work almost your whole life, 60 years or whatever. So why the rush? Cool. So we're making a little progress here with our hands. Maybe let's see. Maybe let's see what other page. I feel like this is also interesting, this page here. Yeah, I can't do enough hand studies. I like that these here go a little bit into perspective. Perspective is always fun. Cool. Like that. It's also cool to see like how every animator, artist, everyone who's passionate about drawing, animating, like has a different style of sketching and also animating. It's a little bit, I feel like that's a beautiful thing, but also a little bit, maybe it's like how we walk also, like everyone walks slightly differently, like just normal walking outside. So yeah, just I think that's a lot of things for you. Yeah, something you could ask yourself. If your style of sketching is good, is it working? How could you develop it and make it better? Of course, there's a lot to learn and to adapt, but to some degree, also, I feel like it's also cool that you have your own way of sketching, and everyone approaches sketching also, or how plays lines a little bit differently. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. I can't get enough from these studies here. I feel like they're super helpful to break things down here. And yeah, probably you would want to do like just take a couple of days or even weeks and like do these studies here right now. Like every day, couple of minutes, 20, 30 minutes, short sessions, or even longer. Depends how much time you have. But yeah, getting slowly used to sketching hands. And then also bring them into perspective. Like I said, sketch them from different angles. Use different kind of reference. Also use real reference. Cool. Do. All right. So we did a couple of studies here. Let's see. That's the first one I did. Also here, just brought it into perspective. Even like if the whole like the anatomy of the joints is not working perfectly, to bring it still into perspective and to simplify the shapes is great practice. Like that maybe, and then you're sketching like each part singly out. Yeah. And yeah, start to simplify things and then also sketch from different angles. And yeah, step by step, add more elements to your hand studies. Cool. And then we have here a couple ones, also different one in this perspective, different angles, clean it up here a little bit. Also here, like first the structure in perspective, then the lines on top, corrected things a little bit on the go. And also try to clean it up one time and add some shadow. And then this one here with the ice hand. Yeah. So something I'm seeing right now, also for the next studies, would be to take a little bit more time also and clean things up. And also like have some studies where we maybe use a different brush that is a little bit more precise and see how we can sketch a couple of hands a little bit more cleaned up and connect a little bit better our lines here. But I feel like also to use a brush like that feels a little bit more traditional. It's super cool in the beginning because you want to be loose, and then step by step, when getting a better feeling on sketching hands, you then takes the time also to sketch more precisely. I just had some videos on things that are important, or like in anime production that can be helpful. And for drawing, like you have different fundamentals. I also have videos. So I think just the last or the video before that, like one of my last videos also cover what fundamentals you need to learn image. But there are, for drawing, there is perspective drawing. So you want to learn how to sketch in perspective comfortably. Then also what's helping sketch through your boxes when you're sketching in perspective in the beginning. So you understand what the horizon is, how to construct things from the horizon. Practice that. The book How to Draw from Scott Robertson is great for that, where he's also explaining techniques like these, how to sketch for shortening in perspective, like that. Then also how to construct volume can be super helpful. Can be technical, how to construct volume, but it can give you a great sense on perspective. So sketch now here super roughly, but also how to sketch curves in perspective. Stuff like that. Build solid drawing fundamentals will help you. Perspectives, then also anatomy. And there's one like figure drawing where you look at figures and sketch them, but then also learn how to construct the human body also then in perspective. Set the ellipse here, your rib cage, your head. So this will be also helpful for animation. Then also do like you don't have to learn everything at once. Really go step by step, but then also understand like the human anatomy. Where is the muscle connected? For example, if you have here your rib cage, like you have your bone structure here below that. Learn how that is a little bit applied with your bones here, and then where the muscles here are connected, also to the shoulder. This is also helpful anatomy. And then you have things like, depends also what you want to do in animation, composition, where you learn. Framed Ink is a great book on that. For example, the most basic one, Rule of Thirds, where you place your main character, for example, here, like another character here in the foreground. You want to build contrast or like have shadow moments here, to learn how to lead a little bit the viewer's eye, and you with the horizon here on the one line of the Rule of Thirds. Or how to create like a little bit tension. I think like in the Framed Ink is one great example where you would have like a character here on the ground, like that, standing here, and he's surrounded like of dark lines, like that. And with that, you immediately create a little bit the spot or the tension on this character. And this could be like super abstract, but this could be here when these lines here could be like a jungle, and he's standing here in the middle, and everything around him is dark, and like you see only the shadow like that. And with that, you can, yeah, like composition. Storyboarding is also an important skill on how to set up your scenes if you want to then animate characters. So just a couple of fundamentals, but then also like how to sketch like organic things. Maybe this is like from dynamic sketching, a classic exercise where you learn how to give a shape like that contour and make it look 3D. So also check out the term dynamic sketching. Like Peter Hahn has great content on that, and how to give shapes like that a little bit volume. And yeah, you could also work with ellipses here, like that. And in general, yeah, sketching shapes and how to make them round, for example, like that. And then another thing. So just to give you a brief overview on what drawing fundamentals exist, then you can also learn how to construct shadow. This is also super helpful, like that. So I can't explain now everything, but this would be, for example, a case on how to construct shadow of this cube here. Yeah, just practice regularly, and see where you are in 6 months, and have fun. Just a little introduction on what you can learn. And then I said a couple of times for drawings fundamentals, draw a box. Cool website where you have different lessons on how to learn how to draw. Cool. Okay, before we're ending here the stream, I will try like a quick, let's see what we're going to do. Maybe even using my own finger as reference. To do a short like hand animation. Let's see. I think this one has to be more like this. Maybe like this. To have like a first little test here on how to animate like hands or fingers. So maybe this one will be our first one. And let's see, maybe this one will be how the hand will be look opened. So the cool thing with animating hands, you can just use your own finger or hand as reference. You don't have to look anything up or film yourself, because I'm just using my hand and looking at my hand. And with that, just see how I'm going to animate this one here. And yeah, I'm using sketching first in the key drawing seal, so the last in the first position. So I don't want to sketch now the full hand. So this would be last one. And then we would have to set something here in the middle. Maybe like that. Cool. Maybe these hands stay close for now. And let's do this one, or let's leave it like that. But we would have to fix that in a second. And then the hand slowly opens. And as you can see, what's important here, or what's helpful, is like to have a better solid understanding on how to sketch hands. But yeah, we're dealing with what we have right now. And just having fun and see what we get here. Maybe like that. We're just playing things here. And this will be, I think, good practice to like sketch a little bit the different phases of the hand opening. So maybe, yeah, can even do it more simple. Cool. Let me know if you have any questions. But yeah, this will be a little bit the focus also, like what I'm going to do in the next streams maybe, or even practicing off the stream, and let's see to bring you valuable information. Here on the stream. But it's fun to sketch hands. Challenging, but also fun. Maybe like that. Like how to simplify one finger. One finger and simplify it. And you have this middle part here. Like this would be super simplified. And now maybe just observing slowly what's happening with my own finger when I bend it. Maybe like that. And the round parts here is indicating the joint. Let's see. And now bend it even more. And that's a beautiful thing also in animation. Just have fun, experiment, see what's working good, what's not working good. It's a little bit like a crane, like in an industrial location, where he's taking a little bit sand. But yeah, that's a little bit the movement right now. And now it's coming here even more together. And again, a little bit down. Like that. Yeah, to just, I feel like even like animate only one finger and see like here you have a joint, here you have a joint, and see where are the crucial parts of also the finger, and where the like one finger can bend and how can it bend. I feel like it's also super helpful just to practice it before animating the whole hand, like with all the complex movement you can have with a hand. But yeah, super fun. I like that. And then, of course, when feeling better, more comfortable, you can bring a little bit more dynamic in it. Yeah, simplify things. And even here, like we simplified only one finger to basic boxes. And where the joint is, like here, where you have a joint, the finger is a little bit more bent, or here, like you can have a little rotation like that, so you know, like these parts are fixed and these round parts, after that your box can move in a different rotation, so your finger can't do everything. But yeah, bringing these in perspective and then also sketching and animating them from different angles helps you a lot then with animation, also in perspective. Like that. Here the finger now could again bend a little bit. Cool. So that's it for today. Super fun stream. Thanks for watching, everyone. We had a fun session with all kind of different studies. Also this fun little finger animation here at the end. Super fun. With that, thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know if you have any question in the comments. Yeah. I think I'm going to do another stream later this week. Then I'm showing you also a little bit more if I have made progress with the hands animation. Let me know if you want or have anything for my next longer YouTube video that will cover impact frames. If you want to see anything specific in there, yeah, for every new information, or like if you want to have more in-depth answers, I think also I'm doing take a little bit more like with an exclusive Q&A on my Patreon channel, and I try to bring that Patreon channel also to life in the next week and months, so you will have extra content there. If you're interested and you want to support me, check that out. super fun stream. Thanks everyone who joined. Harishbal, I wish you all the best, like with your animation studies and the next 6 months. Have fun.